going on, guys, and welcome to Rabbit's Used Cars. You know, it's so funny to the things that, like I say, spur memory and make you think about something funny. And I mean, for Christ's sakes, everybody knows I love telling a good story. And a reason, people come to me all the time for business advice. And I never really claimed to be a business guru. I mean, I've been in it for a long time, but I guess I got common sense. And sometimes it's good to get an outside perspective of things, an outside looking in, because it really is different from every angle. Like the Surge 2 Ford, it's gorgeous from every angle you see, period. That being said, I had a really good friend of mine, and I got to be careful not to mention names in these things. Get you every time. But I have a really good friend of mine, and he was in the food service industry. He had a store that basically sold everything a restaurant uses, down from plates and napkins and, everything to the equipment in the back, the stoves and the toasters and the steamers and knives and forks and glasses, and even down to like spices and seasonings, and even like the little chef's aprons and the little, I don't know what you call the little smock thing they wear, but those things, I mean, everything you could think of for a commercial restaurant, that's what they sold. All the stainless stuff and all that in the back. He was a good friend of mine, a really good friend, good car buddy. Corvette guy, so he's all right. We made really fast friends really quick, and I actually met him through my sign shop. And I did some vinyl work for them, and that's how I got to know them. And then eventually we started working on all their trucks at the truck shop, and next thing you know, we're doing more and more things together. He had a big motor home and loved going to NASCAR races, and he'd always get me riled up. He's like, man, you know what you need to do? You need to do this. This is where the money's at. This is where you need to go. Or this is this. And he introduced me to all these different types of people. Super, super cool guy. I mean, just a good guy, help you do anything. And I loved him, but it was so funny the faces he would make when like I would put my spin on his idea. Okay. Keep in mind, he's in the restaurant business. He deals with every restaurant on the East Coast, basically. And they had trucks going everywhere. We got talking about hot dog carts. And I have a few friends that have hot dog carts, and I'm a sucker for a good dirty water dog. I started thinking, like, in business, you got to find your angle. Well, if you got 30 guys selling hot dogs, you probably don't necessarily need to be selling hot dogs. Got a lot of competition in the hot dog gang. But what can you make quick service on a cart that people like, handheld, easy to eat, can make it fast, basically with a hot dog cart? Tacos, taco cart. I really was thinking extremely hard about buying a few carts and putting, some college kids running them and putting them right here in downtown Greenville. And to the point, like, I was talking to this guy, because obviously he dealt with the people that sold the carts and all that stuff, and, going through the legalities of it. I mean, I know nothing about service industry or the restaurant business. Nothing. Other than dating waitresses, I know nothing about it. I got in my head that this is going to work. And that's where my little entrepreneur thing started spinning. I mean, God almighty, this truck shop, car sales, sign shop, home decor, shit. Restaurant, that's a cakewalk. I can handle it. Well, state of South Carolina, you basically can't make anything from scratch off the cart. It has to be prepackaged. So like your chili, like obviously your hot dog wieners, I guess that would be the correct term, your weenies. You have to buy them from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? All these things, your buns. So basically you just take these already bought pieces and you heat them up and stick them together, and that's how you work your cart. So you'd have to work this taco cart the same way. Well, my thing with the taco cart, one, is different. Tacos are extremely popular, and even more popular now than they were then. There was no such thing as Taco Tuesday when I was doing this. I may have even started that trend. Hell, I don't know. We were talking about the tacos, and I'm thinking to myself, what's the first thing that spoils or, goes bad or stale or whatever? Bread. Ain't nothing worse than a hot dog on an old stale ass bun. Ugh. Well, hard taco shells, pretty tough. I got a feeling, I worked in a grocery store for a long time. I remember those kits. Was it old El Paso or whatever, like taco kits, and they had the shells in the box. I know for a fact there was some there that was on a shelf for 3 years, and they were still selling them. Okay, we eliminated stale buns. Well, you think about it, parts of a taco. Well, you got to have the meat part of the taco. Well, that's kind of like chili with a little bit of Mexican seasoning in it. It's okay. We got that. And then you got cheese. Okay. That ain't a big deal. A little lettuce, maybe a little sour cream. We're not talking authentic Mexican. We're talking like Taco Bell on the go style. So I started thinking about it. I'm thinking like, well, I got a little chiller unit so you can keep your cheese and your sour cream and your lettuce, fresh. You buy it bagged, so that worked. And buy your cheese bagged and buy, obviously your taco meat, whatever, bagged. So we're walking through the store and I'm just looking at stuff, looking at all these different carts. And he goes, well, you got, what you got going to wear? I'm thinking like a t-shirt. Hell, I don't know. It says taco cart. I don't know. But I remember we were walking through it and he had all these seasonings. And, they come in like these gallon, like big containers with these big screw tops. I'll never forget we're looking and there's, oregano and friggin' whatever, just every season you can think of. And you start looking and then they actually had additives. Like food additives. I was looking and there was this container of white powder that said caffeine. I can buy caffeine. He said, yeah, you can't taste it. You can add it to certain things. And I'm just like, you can buy straight caffeine. I said, that's what I want in my taco chili. And he goes, what are you talking about? I said, you got to keep them coming back. I picked this one up from the cigarette industry years ago with nicotine. Caffeine. Boy, every time I eat them tacos, man, I get the jumps. I got to go. See what I'm saying? Somebody grabs it at lunch. Boy, you get them little afternoon blahs. Taco cart. Boom. Fixed it. Literally like a Red Bull and a taco together. So my friend sees this and he gives me that troubled look. Because now my brain really is turning, making addictive tacos. I mean, it wasn't like I was talking about using cocaine or anything. I mean, it's caffeine. But although if you look at the addictive qualities of caffeine and cocaine, they actually are pretty close. But anyway, moving on. He pulls me to the side and sets me down. And he goes, Rob, he goes, I love you. And he said, you are a great guy. And he said, I think you're really good at whatever you set your mind to. But he said, I'm going to fill you in on a little secret. Please do not ever get in food service. He goes, this is not for you. He said, I'm going to tell you, this is not going to end well. He said, somebody's going to eat your taco and have a coronary or something. That's bad. Or make zombies or whatever. This is nothing good's going to come from this. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he said, I'm telling you, I refuse to sell you anything to even go with this idea. So another good idea down the drain. But you know what? A lot of laughs, a lot of fun. We still even make fun about the taco cart around here from time to time. Just watch yourself if you ever come to a cookout at my house. Guys, we'll catch you next time at Rabbit's Used Cars. Gorgeous from every angle you see, period. It's kind of like this face. I'm just kidding. But, so weird. It's like, do. Anyway, but